What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Weekly Dose of Dano TV. I just noticed this now. I'm wearing a hat. I'm trying to get all my festive colors going right now. I'm just going to show you guys. So I'm going to do something never before seen on Weekly Dose of Dano before, but we're going to remove the virtual background because I really want to show you guys this hat. So I know what they say, the green screen is supposed to be iron, and I don't care about any of that. But right now we got this hat, and I wanted to show off the festivities, but unfortunately the green on here matches the green in the background too. And look, this is a cool little hat. Look, it moves around, it sings, and you know, this is what I wanted to show this off for you guys too. And there's also a naughty setting on here too, if you guys didn't know that. With this setting, they changed the words around. It's Christmas tree, but I think with the naughty version, I don't even know if you can see it. You might be able to see it in there. There's a naughty switch and a nice switch. So I put it on the nice one. But if you guys want to hear the naughty one, I think it has to do with something with whiskey. So let's take a listen. And look, my hair's all messed up. Oh, stumbling. All this whiskey. Oh, let me turn that right back to the nice setting. But yeah, so I'm gonna wear this hat. So if you guys see it blending in with the background, now you know. If you ever have a green screen, you can't do green on green. But we're gonna rock with it anyway, and it's gonna look like it's it still looks pretty cool. Oh well, I still like it, and that's all that matters. What is going on, everybody? Like I said earlier, welcome back. I'm just super excited to be here with you guys for today, as I am every week, because you guys are the reason that I come back and I do this every week, and it's just so much fun. It really is. I have a lot of fun doing this with you guys. Just to show, like, you know, when everybody comes together and we all put in this collective energy and the positive energy, so it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger till it explodes and it affects the rest of the world, because now more than ever, we all know that we need this positive energy. We see what's going on in the news and what's going on in the world. and to be honest, it's not all that great. But when we come here, we forget about all our problems, we forget about all of our worries, and that's what I'm talking about. This is why I really love being here with you guys for today. And if you guys didn't already read the episode of what's going to be going on for today, we're going to be doing a recap of actually all of the, highs. I don't want to say highs and lows because every time that I'm here with you guys is always a high. But, kind of the happy moments, the sad moments, and everything in between, where people come on and, they talked about personal stories or feel good stories, whatever it may be. We're going to be covering it all today. And this was kind of hard to pick all of these moments because there were so many wonderful moments. It was actually like I would scroll down to I would pick a random video. I would pick a random video in the archives, and I would just click on a random point in that video, and the content will be so amazing. I'm like, all right, I definitely have to use this, and I will go into a completely new video, a new episode, a completely different timestamp, and I would think, oh, I have to use that because it's so good. And right now, I wanted to do this on my bigger computer so everything can go clean and without any hiccups because, with technology nowadays, it's not perfect. So I just wanted to make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible for you guys. But before we even get into the episodes and the recap for the year, I gotta see it. You guys already know it's coming. You guys already know it's coming. I gotta see it in the comments. Can I see a hashtag positivity posse? Just so I know that you guys are rocking with me right now, that you're loving the hat, that you're loving the chain necklace, whatever you want to call it. I gotta see that you guys are here with me and that we're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because this is gonna be a very, very super awesome episode. And I'm just super excited to get started. Now let's look at all the comments. Love the hat. Thank you, Janetta. I appreciate that. Like the candy cane necklace. It actually is flashing too. I don't know if you can see that as well. But yeah, we decided to dress up a little bit today. What's going on, Christopher? Just resting a bit. I can only imagine with all of the gift shopping and everything that you had to do this holiday season. We all need a little bit of a rest. And I feel like now is the best time to do it because when we go into 2022, oh my God, you guys don't even understand. It's just curtains, and that's the best way that I can put it to you guys. It's just curtains, but take it easy. You've been working hard all year, so make sure that you're taking this rest now, though, so we can start 2022 with a positive start and with a boom. Hashtag positivity posse. My guy Sebastian with the hashtag. You know what? That deserves one of these. I had to activate the hat for that. Hashtag positivity posse is what I'm talking about. Had to recover a bit from a respiratory infection. Take all the time you need. We're sending you the best energies, the warmest energies, and the most positive energies for you so that you can have a quick and speedy recovery and that you can start it off right. You know what I mean? All right. Now, this is kind of going to be like a free-for-all episode just because we're going to be talking about all the different moments, like I said, all the happy ones, all of the sad ones, and everything in between. But first, you guys already know what we got to do. And I guess I'll give you guys, here's a little bit of a surprise since it is the holidays and I'm feeling festive, as you can already see. We already got a new book. I actually got this book for my birthday, and it's Affirmations for Happiness. So as you guys already know, out with the old, in with the new. So life's little instruction book is, I'm gonna have to retire this. I'm gonna have to let it go. Not let it go, because this is gonna be in a museum one day, you guys. I hope you're ready for it. So I just gotta put it away. I think it served its purpose for us. But like I said, we have a new book given to me on my birthday, which is ultra special, and I actually did not see this coming at all. So thank you. You know who you are, that provided me with this such an amazing gift, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do a little RIP in the arms of the angels to the book. Yeah, so let's choose it one more time and let's see what it's gonna send us off with. And as you guys already know, we're just gonna start. You know what? Why not do the last one in the book, right? Doesn't that make sense? This is not the last episode of this year because we still have David Vardaman coming on as well for next week. So this is a little bit of a recap too, but let's do the Let's do it. Actually, you know what? This is what we'll do. I'm going to provide this one more time, and it's going to be next week since this is the last episode. So since this is the second to last episode, we're going to do the second to last tip that is on here, and I'm going to try to cover it so you guys, when you guys come back next week, you don't see what the next one is. How are we going to do this? My arms are here it is. I can do it like this. Here we go. Number 510, count your blessings. Number 510, count your blessings. I love it. I love it. And this is now more than ever, this is something that we need to do. If you're in good health, if you're watching this right now, if you woke up today, if you were able to pay your bills, if you were able to buy gifts for somebody, if you're able to spend the holidays with somebody that you love, if you have a roof over your head, there really are an infinite amount of blessings that we can really count and we can be appreciative for. And we should always remember that at the forefront of our mind. And I know with the busy holiday season, not everybody is able to always keep that in mind, but it is the season of giving. So make sure that you are being of service. And, now it's like I said, it's towards the end of the year. You should always be doing this. We should always be doing this. I may not say you because I'm including myself. Always look for opportunities to be of service to somebody, but always count your blessings as well. And if you want to know the last tip, you're just gonna have to come back next week, and you better not look it up either. I'm gonna go on everybody's browsers, and I'm gonna block it so that you can't look up the next the last tip that they have in there. So there it is. Count your blessings. We definitely need to count all of our blessings. No complaints here. That is the type of energy that I'm talking about, and that deserves one of these as well. We're gonna make this hat dance. I hope you guys can see it. That's what I'm talking about. You get one of those. The daily. I've been actually trying to find something new to read. I've been doing like a lot of videos on YouTube just to kind of pass the time. Well, not pass the time, but to learn something because my hunger for learning is insatiable, and I just really love it. So I'm actually going to take that out. Thank you so much for the comment, Christopher. Thank Nancy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is something I had to whip together a little last minute just because I felt like doing it. And here we are. David Vardaman, my guy. He's actually going to be the guest. I guess I'll spoil you. Damn, I'm just giving you guys all the spoilers. David is going to be the guest for next week. We actually had an episode together. Absolutely freaking amazing. So if you guys want to go back to check that out, and there were a lot of episodes, David. So I hope you don't crucify me that I don't know the exact number of the episode that we had, but I would say it was within the past 2 months. So if you're look somewhere around there. Checking in and no square. I tried to find a video dummy. Don't yell at me. And you know what? I'm actually gonna. That's later on down the episode. But the square, if you guys can see the square right here, look. Here's one corner. Here's the other corner, and here are the other corners. I was trying to find a YouTube video on how to restore the factory settings for the Lumix GH5. So if anybody has any tips on how to restore the factory settings, because I was going on there and there was people that were doing vlogging, and they showed like different clips of their camera settings on what they do to make it look very cinematic. But even just the camera by itself, it looks absolutely fantastic, and it better had. This camera was it was a pretty penny to say the least, but it was an investment for you guys. So I got to figure out how to take these corners off. And actually this too, not weekly dose, but this little right here, this little menu, I got to figure out how to take this off and to make it look clean. And I know that the lighting is why this is doing that. So this is all the things that we're going to get fixed though for season 3. And I hope you guys are ready for season 3. There's been countless hours of work and production value going into season 3. And if you guys thought the show was up here before, we're taking it to the moon. We're taking it to the stratosphere, baby. Season 3, keep an eye out. I can't, and I really can't. I really can't wait. I can't wait for that to come out. It's been a lot of hard work, and just the that's one part too. So many hours and so much love poured into it. It's a lot of self-searching. Seeing what we can do to make it the best and the biggest, and to also include the positivity posse. Always trying to get you guys involved, because without you, there is no this, there is no Weekly Dose of Dano. And I'm just, man, you guys don't even know. super ecstatic just for January to come along, and we have our first episode all together, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So now, the moment that we've been waiting for. Oh, something just fell. Oh, that was the affirmation book. That means it's jumping with energy right now, I guess. But we're gonna do the recap for today. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So as we go along, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory to the episodes as we go along, and just to make sure that you guys kind of have a little bit of a context on what's going on. I actually have a bunch of tabs open. So like I said, we'll figure out how this goes. And I've done this before. It's easy. This thing's gonna be cake and it's gonna be awesome. So Chrome tab. Oh, that is gonna be very interesting. Select a tab to preview. Oh, okay. I was gonna say because it says Facebook, 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 and it didn't give me a description of what episode I was gonna be looking at. And I thought it was gonna be like a Russian roulette type of thing, but it actually let me see the preview to what we're gonna be showing. Share the tab. All right, so this one was Sam Juan. If you guys remember this episode, let's see if we can do it. Share. Oh, so this was season 2, episode 10, Sam Juan, April 15th. And the reason I decided to pick this clip is because one, I remember Lou. Lou is my brother, if you guys didn't know. Shout out to Lou. You are the man. That's why he's the GOAT. If you guys ever seen that video before, too. I know he would really like this one. So this is why, and it's kind of one of those heartwarming segments and one of those heartwarming clips that having Sam on the show. And Sam, just like in the video and here, is the same way in real life, just always giving. And I remember, you guys just got to watch it. So this is one of the happy moments on here. And this is kind of one of the reasons why I do everything with Weekly Dose of Dano. There he is. There he is, dropping the hashtag positivity Lou. And I know you like this clip a lot too. So I'm just going to play it for you guys. And let's take a look. Well, I was able to get it down. So you know how you were saying that you can beat your brother? Well, Lou, you better watch out because next time we play, I'm going to give you work. So I'm ready for that. So Sam, I want you to explain. I have a little clip that I want to play for everybody watching, and I think it's a true testament to Sam's character. And this is going to be a great clip to show everybody because like I said, it's a true testament to your character. So after the clip is done playing, can you explain what's going on and what you're doing in the clip? All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to share the screen. So this part, and hopefully you guys can, I don't even have the microphone on, but hopefully you can hear a big difference because before when I was doing this episode, it was all the way downstairs. And now I moved all the equipment and everything up here to make sure that the sound quality is better for you guys. So just bear with this. I do end up lagging a little bit, and that's because of my my laptop. It is a little bit older, so that's why I wanted to do everything on this computer just to make sure that everything goes great. So now here we go. Here we are, the Chrome tab. Boom, share the audio. I gotta hit that button. All right, so here we go.
Wow, that was at the nursing home.
I think all right, cool. Yeah, so what do you do when it comes to the nursing homes?
Oh, so okay, that was with my buddy there named Josh. He was a friend I picked up in the spin table tennis, and so we went down. Actually, my church visit nursing homes regularly, and even way back over 20 years ago, I was in a different church. Went to nursing homes, and we did programs for them. Either maybe a service, maybe a Christmas special program, maybe a performance, and do things with them, and they all come down to the main hall and that kind of deal, right? But then one day I started just like, let's go up to different floors. I mean, just grab my guitar and just wander around. And I'm like, they're like, you better ask for permission. I'm like, So anyway, we did, and they're like, sure, So I just went up to different floors. I see people say, hey, do you want us to sing a song for you? So that started like that. We sang songs. We started going to the rooms to sing. But in the beginning, we only sang hymns and Christian songs because that's what we do when we go there and perform, right? So to encourage people and tell them about God, and to trust in God. And we did that. But then one day, and this lady, she was a dancer. She was a dancer, and she had looked like she had a lot of energy and spirit. But she's in that bed, She's like a rehab, She's doing rehab in the nursing rehab centers, right? And she's like, her hands are moving when I'm saying. She goes, "Yo, you know this song? I love you, baby." And it was like, and I'm like, "Do it for me." And I just like, man, I memorized certain songs. I say, "Thank God I know that one." I was like, and then going down another hallway, this lady says, "Dude, roses are red, Bobby Vinton. Roses are red, my love. Where are those songs?" And I'm like, I know these songs, So I'm one guy that loves the oldies. There's another story about that. But anyway, I just like, hey, listen, I could, sing songs about amazing grace, about God, about Jesus, right? But I could also sing these songs. There's nothing wrong with that. And they love it, right? I love it too, right? So I mix it up now.
Sam, you're not the only one that loves it. Like you said, Lou actually said it as well. He loved it. Wow, that's kind of a theme. If you guys haven't picked up on that, he said he loved it. Lou said he loved the episode, one of his favorites. It's actually one of my favorites too. But isn't that energy so infectious and so joyous and contagious? Like, damn, I want to go out and go sing songs, and I've never picked up a guitar before in my life, but just the fact that Sam is a great example of always being of service. And I don't believe that he did that during. I think he would just do that throughout the year. It wouldn't just be during Christmas time. But yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite episodes too. And I remember it was actually through Wally Green. He was another guest on the show as well. That's how we met. We were inside of the Spin New York City, which is the ping pong club. And I remember Sam coming in, and just from the rip, he was just awesome. Great energy. Yeah, Sam really is a great guy. And I actually see taking a trip down memory lane with all these people that have come on and shared the Weekly Dose of Dano platform and to share their stories. I'm gonna have to call some of these people just to say, "Oh, what's up? How's everything been?" As we all know, we all get a little bit busy from time to time. The new Spider-Man film comes out tonight. Everybody's talking about that. I'm not the biggest movie person. If you guys, just a little random fact for you guys, I'm not the biggest movie person. I just feel like, I don't know, just sitting in the movie theaters, you're just sitting in one spot for 2 hours, an hour and a half, however long. Some movies are even 3 hours long. I don't know. I'm just the type. I'm very active, so I'd rather go play basketball or go to the gym or do something, do an activity, not just go to a film. But I hope the new Spider-Man film is everything that you hope for, Chris. And are you a big Marvel person? And if you are, if you guys can just let me know, some Marvel movies are kind of like, or superhero movies are kind of like the exception that I'll make since they're full of action and they have everything in there too. If there's a movie that I need to watch, I got to watch for it. Lay it on me. Lay it in the comment section just so I can be able to see and just to try something new that I'm not really used to doing. All right, so that was that clip. All right, now this one, I'm not. It's not really. All right, it's gonna be hard because it wasn't really Weekly Dose of Dano, but it's kind of a glimpse into what I do from time to time, which I'm not. I'm not the most proud of. But last night I was on Divine Encounters with Dominique Rivera, Oracle. She's gonna beat me up if I call her Dominique. So Oracle, and she put me on blast. You guys want to see what happened? All right, let's share this clip. And now she put me on blast. Watch. What would you guys have done in this situation? So let's see. Share screen. This is such a process just to be able to do this. But watch. Oh, here it is. What would you guys have done in this situation? Because she was like, all right, well, this could have gone one of two ways. You could have either gotten really mad or you could have laughed, which is what I did, as you guys are going to see, because, there's no reason to take everything so serious. So let me this is a moment that just happened yesterday, but I thought it was really funny and I wanted to share it with you guys too. So let's take a look.
There's one more thing we actually have to do, which is the Apollo Games. This is about building your intuition. Dano has no idea what the answer is to this.
Nope.
So he's going to be very surprised and shocked when we play this game. So call the husband, call the wife. We're about to build our intuition with the Apollo Games. Okay, so the question today is...
And before we even continue with the clip, I knew this was something that she had up her sleeve because of the way that she was giggling. Even before she plays the video, you can see it. And let me know what you guys would have done in this situation.
What is Dano doing?
All right. Sitting.
What am I about to reveal? Dano shopping. Dano eating. Dano racing. Dano.
It's already.
So, Dano, what do you think we are revealing to the audience at home?
You know,
of what you're doing.
Look at her giggling and
I know what it is now. I thought I knew, and I said, "Oh, this is gonna be an easy one." Are you? I'm not gonna say it.
No, you have to. You have to say what you think, because I filmed you doing all of these things today.
Yeah, Dano's sleeping, of course. I could tell by your giggles and just the fact that you're about to put me on blast. I already know what it is.
If you win, you're gonna get from me a social distancing high five. You could be wrong.
I'll give you one too. I already know what it is.
you could be wrong. Let's find out.
What am I about to reveal? Dano shopping. Dano eating. Dano racing. Dano sleeping.
I got caught slipping. You guys believe it?
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh
Damn.
my god, it's so funny. Oh, but why is it so funny? Dano, you get a high five, bro. You're psychic, man.
And high five to anybody who got it right out there too. I thought it was gonna be the racing. We did do the racing today, but
we did. And you know what though? I love you, so I took off the snoring, and there was no sound of you snoring. I did not put you all the way on the laugh.
I asked you if they were snoring. You told me no.
But then I laughed because I did this mischievous little thing in the corner over here.
Wow.
Can you guys believe that? She caught me slipping. I mean, thankfully, she took out the snoring. And yes, I do snore if you guys were curious. Oh, wait, I actually do say that. A little bit later on in the episode, I say, yeah, well, you know, if you guys ever wonder what I look like while I'm sleeping, there you go. Yeah, she put me on blast. Can you guys believe that? And I'm glad that you guys actually had a laugh with that too. I was just minding my business, trying to catch up on some Z's, and that's what I get. I'm just all slumped over, laid on the couch. You know what? That deserves one of these. That deserves one of these. Oh man, that actually took place last night, believe it or not. So it was a little bit of an Easter egg. I mean, it wasn't a memory from Weekly Dose of Dano, but we still got more content for you guys coming up too. So as we already know, it's halfway. Damn, that was a quick 30 minutes. It's always like that though. And one of the things too that we actually ended up talking about that is on that show on Divine Encounters is, wow, do you feel like you're the same? Because she actually did a recap video as well for her fans. And I was like, wow. Yeah, I did get caught. I really did get caught. But it's all right though. I know how to laugh at myself. That's the best part. Yeah, she asked me, she goes, do you feel like you're the same person that you were when you first started everything? And I can tell you guys 1,000,000% no. As you guys already know, you've seen the growth from Weekly Dose of Dano from the very beginning. And even from the very end too, like even right now, I just feel like we have just developed such an amazing community of people, all coming together for the right reasons, all genuine, all kind, all willing to learn just different things that are going on and kind of take a step into somebody else's shoes, just to see life from their perspective, to really show, hey, maybe what I'm going through right now is not all that bad. And like we always say, everything's a lesson or a blessing. So this is why going back through these memories, man, it's just so much fun experiencing it with you guys, because you guys were along for the ride too. You were along for the journeys, and you remember whenever, I know I do, when everything first happened and how everything came about. The story is truly amazing. I can make an entire hour and a half special of how everything came along as well. I'm just super happy and just super grateful, and I love to be here with you guys every week. And right now, we got to take our commercial break, unfortunately, so don't go anywhere. And if you're having fun, let me know in the comments. Do some laughing emojis. Let me know how you're feeling right now. If you bought some gifts, let me know what you bought. Make sure that the person that you bought them for isn't watching this though, or else that wouldn't be a pretty sight. And I take no liability for that. That's the LLC. No, this isn't an LLC, but I'm limited on that liability. I don't want any problems. But let me know how you guys are feeling right now, and we'll be right back after a quick break from our sponsors.
Except I received this insight about a title called Prisoner of War. The book.
Welcome back, everybody, to the great, amazing content known as Weekly Dose of Dano TV. I'm just in a super great mood. I always meditate before the show, just so whatever needs to be said or anything that needs to be done, we say it live on here, and I always keep myself open. And if there's something that you need me to ask, just do it. And I'm always referring to the higher power. But we're having fun right now, and I actually got a text message. Let me know what you guys think. Should I take away the background, the virtual background, so I can really show off this hat? Or do you guys think that I should leave it on? Let me know in the comments, just because that's something that we should be working on. And I know you guys can see the green screen, but if the hat is dancing, I actually like it. I actually like it a lot too. And the green is festive too, so it actually does make sense. So it's actually not a bad thing. Let me know what you guys think. Wow, that's two guys. What you said. Shang-Chi, I've actually seen that. That was the one movie I actually have seen in theaters. It was really good. And look, that's two people saying it. So if you guys were watching, if you guys were looking for a new idea to try and find a new movie, Shang-Chi was really good. I actually saw that in theaters. It might have been release weekend. And I actually had no idea what I was going in there for. I was like, oh, well, I don't know any of the plot. I don't know any of the background. But it ended up being a really great movie. Highly recommend. Thank you guys for doing that for me as well. But I'm one step ahead of you guys. I already saw it, so you got to drop another movie for me. Great community. You guys see this? That's what I'm talking about. Great community of special people. You guys already know that everybody provides something when we come into these communities, whatever it may be, whether it's a comment, whether it's a remark. whether it's a question, it can be anything. But as long as you're coming in here, you never really know who's watching, and you never really know who you are affecting as well. And that's why I firmly believe that I agree with you with 1,000% with my heart, mind, and soul. Great community of special people, and it's just so awesome that I can bring this together for everybody. And you guys come along every week just to show the support and to hear about all the amazing content that we always got going on. That's what I'm talking about. And you guys are truly, truly, truly amazing. So now let's go on to the next. Now we're gonna go to the tear jerkers, guys. So now we had the happy, we had the funny. Now we're gonna move on to the section of the segments or a recap of all the clips. And these are the tear jerkers. This is the one that I call them. These were stories and clips of people coming on, sharing stories that have never been shared before, and actually sharing a few tears with us as well, and being transparent and being vulnerable, because these stories that happen, they don't happen every day, and they don't happen to everybody as well. So it really takes, like you say, it's a special type of community that we have. Yes, 100%. And even the guests that come on, they're meant to be on for a reason. Whoever we're meant to help out that day, whatever golden nuggets they're dropping, I'm just so grateful and so appreciative to be able to share it with you guys. So now we're going through the tear jerkers now. Grab your Kleenex, grab your box of tissues, whatever you need, because now we're getting into the intimate and the sentimental moments of Weekly Dose of Dano. And, you know, my goal isn't to have people come on here and cry, but, you know, when the stories are flowing and the emotions are rocking, it's just a part of it. It's what happens. And I'm just so grateful that you guys can come on Weekly Dose of Dano, share your stories, and have that transparency and that openness. So this was actually a couple weeks ago. I want to say within the last month and a half. This was Alan A. Allen, and he was just talking about it. You guys should listen to. I mean, you should listen to everything that we speak about on here. But this story is actually very special, and you might be going through the same thing yourself. So just keep an open mind and open ears. And let's listen to what Alan had to say on this week's episode of Weekly Dose of Dano TV. So that was season 2, episode 34, October 28th. So yeah, that was within the past 2 months. So, and if you guys noticed right here, I highlighted it. Season 2, episode 234. That's ascending numbers. That's angel numbers. I'm not sure what they mean exactly, but I know that is an angel number. So if you can look it up for me, let me know what that means. Ascending numbers 234 in the comments. Oh, here we go. And let's get to it. Listen up.
My grandpa called me while I was home for Christmas, and he said, a grandson to me, he said, you know how much I love you. I wish you could stop by and see me on your way back to college. And now this was a man, my father's father, who had given me a diamond ring at graduation from high school just months before this. This was in my freshman year of college. Mm-hmm. And that's how much he thought of me as a graduation present. And when he gave it to me, he reminded me to be kind. And this ring could be a reminder. So here's this grandfather.
You reminded him to be kind. Listen up. If you're going through something right now, always remember to be kind. And that was one of the things that stuck out when I was watching this clip. So here we go.
Who I was so close with, asking me to stop by and see him on my way back to college. And what did I do? No, I just stayed for the whole time until I was so close to having to leave because of my girlfriend, and I was visiting her every day and every night, and my folks. And all I had was enough time to drive all the way back for class.
Yeah.
I never stopped to see him.
Yeah, well, you can say that, you know, hindsight is 2020, you know, when you're in that moment, you're like, wow, you think that it's the right thing to do.
Well, let me tell you just how long it was. I got back to college, and within a week, my mom called me and said, Grandpa died.
Oh, wow. Wow. You know, but I don't think that, you know, you can't really know that was going to happen. I mean, it's one of those things with the clue. You think that you're doing the right thing at that time, and it's kind of hard when you experience something like that, and you know you're looking at it from what you know now. How did you do you feel right now, as you know, as we're speaking, was that a clue? And how did you identify these clues? You know, going back.
Yeah. I didn't think I would feel this way. I haven't told that story to many people. So, Dano, you have a way to bring up some really important questions. And the answer is yes. You know, that did impact me greatly, and it helped me to realize what my father had learned. And I was already experiencing hell on earth, if you will. I was getting in early to pay my dues, if you will, pay my price. I hope I don't have to go through it as deeply, perhaps, when I make my transfer to the other side. Maybe I will have already felt the hell that comes with the things you do stupidly and wrongly and hurtfully to others.
Wow. So, man, that was a heavy episode. I remember that one like the back of my hand, and I wasn't expecting it to be so amazing. I mean, you see like Allen, and you know he's an older gentleman, so some people kind of discredit the older community, just say, hey, well, you never know, but they chock full of stories. So that was a lot heavier and a lot more emotional than I remember. But that was actually one of my favorite episodes too. So yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorite episodes. Joan, hey Joan, I hope everything's going well with you. Merry Christmas as well. And yeah, that's how I was feeling in that moment. I liked Alan. He was authentic and honest, 100%. I agree, David. I mean, that was some raw stuff right there. We talk about real life stuff on Weekly Dose of Dano. So you know, this is kind of the stuff that goes on in everyday lives, and a lot of people really don't. They ignore it, or they just don't want to honor it. That hey, we will cross on the other side eventually. So make sure that everything that you're doing now is authentic and honest and with good spirits and positive and all the stuff that we stand for here on Weekly Dose of Dano. So just know that anything that you do is always going to come to the light. So make sure that you're always being the best person that you can be as well. Yeah, I agree. I think maybe his grandfather knew his time was limited, and it was time to pass on to the other side. But you know, I'm gonna say it again, just like I said it on the clip right there. Is hindsight really is 2020. You think that you're making the right actions, or you think you're doing what's best for you at that time, but you really don't see the whole picture. And we kind of get lost in the smoke and mirrors when we know that, hey, I have to do this. School's number one. I have this that I have to do, and life kind of gets in the way of always. It kind of gets in the way of the lessons that we really need to see and the clues that are always being provided to us as we go through life. So here we go. Life is precious, and enjoy the time you have with loved ones. 1000%. And now that it's during the holidays, I think now is a great time to grab the family together and just make sure that you're practicing, you know, safe community guidelines and all of that good stuff. But the time, it's always about the memories that you're gonna have in the end when you're on your deathbed. And David Vardaman, when he was on this episode, he said it. He says, "Yeah, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not gonna be concerned about the sale that I didn't make back in 2008. No, he's going to reflect on all the good times, and I think we are going to do that too. Where we're just going to remember what matters, remember what's important. So we shouldn't have to wait until we're on our deathbed for that to happen. So if that's meant for somebody, then there you go for today. So actually the episode was season 2, episode 34, and thank you, Christopher Casson. Here we go. This number 234 represents a continuing row, thus it symbolizes a natural flow of energy, life cycles. And oh wait, this is the second half. All right. Life cycles, infinity, destiny, and eternity. This gives people with angel number 234 an incredible ability to recover, regenerate, to start again after losing everything. It represents both new beginnings and continuation. Come on now, that's perfectly in sync with the end of the year, with the end of 2021, about to go into 2022. new beginnings and continuation. So if you're doing everything that you need to do now and you're on the positive foot, 2022 is going to be a continuation of that. And if you're not, then you have a chance to have a completely new beginning to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. And that was actually a two-part comment. This number appears in your life as a message that you should experience life in its fullness, regardless of your age or status in society. The angel uses this number to let you know that your discoveries are limitless. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know. I just got chills. I just really got chills. So hopefully that's hitting somebody right where it needs to. And if you're watching this right now, live or on the replay, like I said, thank you for being here. And I hope this is uplifting you and helping you maybe through any dark times that you might be having. Sending you love. I'm sending you guys love right back. I'm proud and thank you guys so much for the constant support. All right, so that was that one. Let me exit out of that clip. And now we have another tearjerker. This one was the Raul Hernandez episode. If you guys remember that one, he is the crypto master, if you will. He knows a lot about crypto. And this story was actually this is another tearjerker. And like I said, I hope you guys have your Kleenexes ready. And this isn't meant to, make you guys cry or feel any type of way, but this is some of the golden moments that happen on Weekly Dose of Dano. So we got to revisit it just because you never know who it might help. So here we go. Let me expand it for you guys. And here it is.
I pray to God. And when I know when it's sleeping, I know when you're sleeping because, it's been 2 weeks. I know how to read people. I picked up, and that's one of the many skills I picked up growing up, but is how to read people because I've been through a lot and I've been traumatized. And he was deep asleep. I was praying to God. I said, God, do whatever you want with me, but please do not allow me to live this life any longer because I can't. And it gets me to this day because it was hard. It was hard. And I told God, I begged God, I was like, please don't let me live like this no more because I'm tired. I'm tired of going through what I was going through at the time. And I was tired of feeling lonely. And I just told him, like, please give me a sign that you're here. At least let me know that you're here. And
oh, this is the best part. And you're starting
give me a sign. I'll do whatever.
This is the best part, man. Yeah, take a second.
Like, I do whatever.
You're just lagging a little bit, and this is the part that people need to hear the most. All right, so the last thing that we heard was, God, if you're there, please give me a sign. And then what happened?
I told God, please give me a sign. I'll do whatever you want me to do, just like how you did in the Bible, where you served your people and you showed them love. And I said, God, just like do whatever you want, because prior to that, I was in like a church group, and I was like, But when that happened, a flash happened. My eyes was closed, and a flash happened. Mind you, the lights are off, everybody's asleep, Brandon's snoring, right? And it was like someone took a picture. And I remember the scenery because I'm laying down, facing this. There's a window. Brandon's right there snoring, right? And a flash happened, and I opened my eyes to see if somebody was standing at the window. And I told God, I said, God, if you show me a sign you're here, I promise I will not freak out. Because I know most people will not be able to handle this.
Yeah, they'll start freaking.
And when I tell you, Danny, this man woke out of his sleep, or whatever it was, sleep talking, woke out of his sleep. The exact words came out of his mouth, and I still get church to this day. Trust me, he's here. And then I freaked out. When I quickly got myself together, I was like, okay, did that just really happen? Am I hallucinating because I'm having a mental breakdown? Like, I don't know what's going on. And I was paralyzed, dude. I was just paralyzed with that happening. And then I went to wake up Brandon, and Brandon was sleeping. I said, yo, Brandon, get up. Brandon, get up. And he was like, and he woke up, he's like, bro, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone.
Well, that was, I remember him telling me that story even before we went on air. And I was just like, dude, you have a story to tell. Like, come on Weekly Dose, and we can show everybody that maybe had a similar experience, that this stuff is real. So that was awesome. bro, he still is an amazing individual. God bless him. I hope he's doing well as well. Like I said, going down this trip of memory lane, I'm gonna have to pick up my phone, man. I'm gonna have to call a few people just to say, hey, thank you for coming on and supporting me ever since the very beginning. And it is just so awesome. I'm just so happy just to be able to share these experiences and these stories with you guys, because this is the kind of stuff that we really need now more than ever. And you're never alone. When you're a part of the Positivity Posse, I'm just a phone call away. I know that for me, like texting, I'm not a big texter. So if you texted me before, I'm not the best person to answer. But if you ever need anything, just give me a phone call. If there's somebody else in the Positivity Posse, that's what we do. We stick together and we help each other out, no matter good, bad, and everything in between. So this is kind of just a theme that's been going on with this episode too, everything in between. If you guys ever needed anything, please reach out. And you already know we got y'all back. That's why you're a part of this right now. And this this next clip, and we only have a few minutes left. I know it's going by so quickly. That's what I'm talking about. You guys already know what the deal is. You guys already know. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate that. So this next clip is actually dedicated to you guys with the Positivity Posse. And at the time, I didn't really know who I was referring to when I said my team in the clip that's coming up. But you guys are my team. You guys are really my team. And let's just go on, because what I'm going to share with you guys, and I guess I should give you a little bit of a background. The question for this episode, and that I go into this little bit of not a rant, but what I have to say is, okay, do we blame companies or do we blame the consumers when it comes to certain things? But little did I know, I was talking about the Positivity Posse, and here we go. Chrome tab is always, no, it's this one. All right, here we go. So this is dedicated to you guys as well. I think they're a bad company at all. They're a quick fix. It's up to us to buy. Now this is exactly the other side of the turkey or other side of the coin that I was talking about. It's now, the reason that I bring this up is because when it comes to the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, I feel like a lot of people like to place the blame on others. And sometimes we don't take accountability for our actions. I'm very lucky and very fortunate to have a team around me that, when I'm feeling a certain type of way, I go to them, because when you go to a third party to talk about your problem, and that's you guys, if you didn't pick it up, that is meant for y'all. I go to a team that we all come together and we all just uplift each other. And that's really meant for you guys. If you missed it, I needed to hit that nail on the head. I needed to emphasize that point, that I thought that I was talking about, a certain number of individuals, but it's the Positivity Posse. And looking back on this episode, I said, wow, it's really you guys that do this, that I always go to, and that we always come together and share this positive energy. Problems. You're not in the smoke and mirrors. You're having somebody from the outside looking in with a clear perspective to be able to give you an answer to the questions that you may have. Now, obviously, you should take everything with a grain of salt, and you should only trust certain people. So it's up to you to really find those people that you can really depend on, and I found my people that I can depend on. It's you guys you can trust. And I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I feel as though there's not everybody. There's really a small, minute number of people that you can actually trust. But once you do find those people, go try to see if you're looking at things in a neutral perspective. If you're not so invested and not so biased to really make certain decisions. Yeah, and that was 1,000. Let me give you guys one of these. Let me get the dancing hat. That's what I'm talking about. That is for you guys. And it's just so amazing that you guys are here right now. And just having this community of people, you guys don't know how much you pour into me as much as I pour into you guys as well. So it's just a healthy balance of everybody just all coming together. And I can't wait to get this square off. I'm going to find it. This camera's not going to defeat me. I know it's not. But yeah, it's just so awesome to be able to share these experiences with you guys, just to come every week. And you know what? Before we sign off, I'm actually going to bring back the virtual background. Here it is. And it's just one click away. That's what I'm talking about. So I hope you guys really have fun this episode. I know that this is just, a walk down memory lane is one of the best feelings that you can have. And it was all the good times, all the bad times, all the serious times, all the goofy times, all the sentimental times. It all means a lot to me, really. And it's just so amazing that you guys come back week in, week out to show the support. And you already know, season 3, I've been pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into this to make sure that it is the best possible content for you guys, so that when you come here, you're not thinking, hey, I saw what happened last week, and every week is going to be a replay of that. That's not what it is. We are always bringing you the freshest content, and there's so many things that I don't think you guys are ready for. Nobody's really ready for season 3. Shoot, sometimes I don't even know if I'm ready for it, but we all got to continue to go through. And before we wrap up the episode for today, you guys already know what we always have to do. And this is actually going to be my advice for you guys. So I always ask everybody, if you're in your deepest, darkest times, what do you have to do, or what should somebody do in order to pull themselves out of it? And some of the things, because I've been in this rabbit hole too, where we kind of just go down this bad line of thinking. And what you need to do is you need to surround yourself with a group of people that, and I know we just said it, but I'm going to say it again, surround yourself with a group of people that you can trust, and to really help you see that there's more to life than what you're experiencing right now. And you're always going to have your valleys, and you're always going to have your mountaintops, and it's a continuation of life. And I'm going to pull a book out of Lawrence Page. You always need to have these up and downs, because if you have, let's take a heartbeat monitor. If you have a straight line on a heartbeat monitor, what do you have? You're dead. You're gone. You're not learning. So these are some of the reasons why you should appreciate what you have now. I'm pretty sure you guys have amazing, amazing stories. And always remember these stories, because it shows you what you were able to battle when you didn't think that you could actually get through it. And this is starting to give me a little bit of a headache right now, actually. It's probably because it keeps wiggling. No, but yeah, I mean, if you guys ever needed anything from me, or within the Positivity Posse, just always reach out, because you're not going through this alone. It's like we always say on here, your problems aren't special. You're the ones that's special. There's a lot of people that are going through some things right now, but just know, never just have that big ego where you can't ask anybody for help. And just know that we got your back here on Weekly Dose of Danotv. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas Eve, a wonderful Christmas, Three Kings Day, Bodhi Day, whatever you celebrate. I actually don't even know when Bodhi Day is, but a group, Dominique actually celebrates that. So whatever you celebrate, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, I don't care what it is. I hope you guys have a really, really fantastic holiday season. Come back next week, because we're going to have David Vargaman on the show. And that is always, if it's anything like the last one, you guys do not want to miss this, because the content is always so amazing and always so fun. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. If you guys need anything, just reach out, and I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you get everything that you asked Santa for, and I can't wait to see you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Weekly Dose of Danotv. Peace.